Hi, Naomi.
I would like to share with you all a piece of God's faithfulness in my life. I say a piece because it's impossible to tell you all the ways He has met me here and the love He has shown me in 5 minutes. He has redeemed so many things in my life that I would not have even thought to ask for. During my time in His mansion, I have been a witness to the unmeasurable power and goodness of our Savior, Jesus Christ. I want to share Psalm 32, 1-5, and it says, "What happiness for those whose guilt has been forgiven. What joy when sins are covered over. What relief for those who have confessed their sins and God has cleared their record." There once was a time when I wouldn't admit what a sinner I was, but all my dishonesty made me miserable and filled my days with frustration. And all day and all night, your hand was heavy on me. My strength was evaporated like water on a sunny day, until I finally admitted all my sins to you and I stopped trying to hide them. I said to myself, I will confess them to the Lord, and you forgave me. All my guilt was gone. All my life, I had made Christianity about me. I was always a Christian, and I thought I could pick and choose what parts to follow. My Christian walk was being as good as I could without hurting others. I tried my best, and if I messed up, I would just pray for forgiveness. Most of my prayers were for something. I had no idea what it really meant to be a Christian. I saw forgiveness as something pretty cheap. My life had many cycles of royally screwing up and then going and begging the Lord for forgiveness. I always promised to change, but I never did. Then last year, my life really changed, and I came here, and I learned about the true Christian walk. I came here last summer thinking I was going to get help with my drinking, and instead, the Lord had other plans. I've been running from the pain that I experienced after terminating 2 pregnancies 15 years ago and had a miscarriage 6 years ago. Immediately after terminating the 2nd pregnancy, I realized what I had done, but by then it was too late. I didn't feel forgiven for these sins, and I was trying to live unaffected by the pain I caused myself through drinking and trying to be self-sufficient. I was trying to make it without the Lord because I didn't know what else to do. I was lost. A few months after being at His mansion, I couldn't run anymore and decided to start surrendering to the Lord and repenting for my sin. I surrendered slowly, and it was painful to go back and walk with the Lord through my past. The more I surrendered, the more I could see His compassion, goodness, and love. Slowly, I began to trust Him with everything. I decided to work through the pain and grief I was pushing down from my past. The shame and guilt not only kept me away from my family, but I didn't realize how far it took me away from the Lord. As I invited the Lord in, I saw His love and forgiveness. I now see how guilt and shame are tools that the Lord uses to bring us to the foot of the cross, not to turn away. As I brought my darkness to His holy light, He took my shame and guilt. He promised if weeping endured through the night, joy would come in the morning, and it has. He promised to turn my wailing into dancing, and He has. I met with my counselors and a close friend every week, and the Lord showed up in undeniable ways. Instead of cowardly hiding from Him, I boldly asked for forgiveness and was finally able to work through my pain and grief. After seeing His faithfulness, my trust grew more. So then, I started to receive healing from my miscarriage. I boldly went to Him and told Him how I felt. The last 6 years, I believed that losing her was wrath from God for my past. I thought the Lord was punishing me by taking her. I prayed and asked Him for truth. He faithfully showed up, and I was able to receive His compassion and truth about Janie. I named her Janie because that means that the Lord has bestowed His mercy on me. Mercy is receiving something you don't deserve. Mercy given to me from God is only because Jesus died on the cross. For that I am forever thankful. Now that I have learned about who He really is, I have a relationship with the Lord. I can see He has formed me to be a voice that can really bring people to Him as a walking, talking testimony of His love. I am so thankful He never let me go. I'm looking forward to sharing the knowledge I've learned about Christianity with others. The thing is, it's about Jesus and the cross, not you or me. Last year, I would have told you the highlight of my graduation would be getting back to Jersey and picking up where I left off. But this year, I'm excited to graduate because I decided to stay on this hill with my friends and yoke up with Jesus. I want to serve him. As a servant leader on this hill, on this fabulous hill. Okay, so I just want to say thank you to all my family that you guys have really supported me throughout the years and never gave up. And thank you to the community. Everyone here has really had a part in my healing. The staff, they've encouraged me and helped. They've invited me into their house. Thank you to all the ladies in the dorm. You guys mean the world to me. And the women's counseling team and teachers. Like, my testimony is just a small piece of the healing you guys helped me to seek the Lord in. Thanks.